Hi friends. So today I'm going to show you how to assign a static IP for a particular VM, means for server. So in previous video I show you how to build virtual server on particular EXI host. Okay. So in this video I will show you how to assign a static IP, so like permanent IP, to particular VM, particular server, and how to log in that server through PuTTY, like outside vCenter, how to log in that server within a network. Okay, so let me start. So this is my EXI host. So I already uploaded the video in my YouTube channel, like how to build EXI host. So I will give that link in my description. So if you want, you can go through that one. Okay, let me go to the my vCenter. So this is my vCenter. Okay, so I log in with my credential, and I have only a virtual machine here. You can see that name is a test, and that also is a CentOS. Okay, and so how to build a VM also, that video I also uploaded in my YouTube channel. So I will give that link also in my description, so you can, if you want, you can go and watch that one. Okay, so let me power on this server. So as of now you can see the power off, so let me power on. So it will take a few minutes to come power on this server. So and I will also show you how to change host name. So this is a new server, so if we will power on, then definitely that IP will not any IP will assign, and host name will also I can say that local host it will be so we will change that host name also. So I'm trying to give that a real time scenario is, so like if you're working in an organization, right? So after build the server, like we have to change the host name and we have to assign the IP, static IP, right? So then we are giving to server to for the even like a DBA or application team to use that server, right? So they can using that login that server through that static IP. Okay, let me open the console first. Yes, so now let me log in. So I am logging with my root credential. This is the console. Okay, so you can see now like when I try to if config command, so it's nothing, no IP is showing, right? Only that Ethernet is showing, that Ethernet card, that ENS 192, but no IP it's showing here, like no subnet, nothing is showing, right? So we have to assign that one. So let me first assign the host name. Okay, so that is the command, that command name is host name ctl space, then set hyphen host name, and now whatever you wants to keep that host name, that name you can keep here. So in my condition I'm going to keep my server. Okay, so it like now its command run successfully, I'm not getting any error, it means that host name change. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to assign the static IP. So that if you going to assign the static IP, so there is one file, that ethernet file. In that file you have to modify, so that file path is cd etc sysconfig network hyphen script. Okay, here you can see that one file is there, you can see that Ethernet file is there, if config -ens sorry 192. So in here also it's showing 192, that Ethernet card. So we have to edit that file vi through the vi editor. I'm going to edit that file, if config ENS 192. Yeah, so here you have to change some few parameters, okay, and you have to add also few parameters here. So type definitely it's the Ethernet. Then boot you can see here it's showing the boot pro, so it means it's now DHCP. So what we have to do, we have to change this one to static, because we are going to assign the static IP, right? So we have to change the here static. Now like this para, leave it that default, no need to change anything here. As per the requirement, we remove this one also, it will be work. So and I'm not going to change anything here. So here you can see it's showing a name. So name is that Ethernet card name, right? So in my condition, my Ethernet card name is the ENS 192. Okay. So and device is also, device name is ENS same ENS 192. Now you can see here it's showing on boot. It's no. It means like once the server will boot, it will not assign the IP. Like it will not work this like file. So what we have to do, we have to change here yes. So it will read that file, like and whatever the configuration in this file, then that will be work after booting the system. Okay. So that is, this one is also done. Now we have to assign the IP. So like IP ADDR space equal to, and then your IP. So here I'm going to assign IP. How I can understand which IP I have to assign, right? Because it's no IP is showing, right? When I check that if config, it was not, nothing was showing, right? So how I have to understand which IP I have to assign here? So you can see here in my EXI host, it's showing, right, 192, 168, 159, 130. It means, like I can say this IP is coming from the, when I first time I boot this EXI host, that it was taking from DHCP IP, right? So it means that my network provider giving some IP, right? So it was in my that EXE host, it was taking that IP from the my router. That is the, I can say like DHCP server. I can say it was using as a DHCP server, and IP taking from the my internet provider. So they are giving some IP range, right? So here you can see it's a 192, 168, 159, 130. It means this IP is a class C. There are multiple class IP, right? A, B, C, D, E, right? So this is a class C IP, you can say, because every time if you starting with 192, it means that is the class C IP. You have to understand this one. If the IP is starting with the 1.00, it means that is the class A. If IP is starting with the 128.00, it means class B. So in my condition, my IP is starting with the 192. It means this is the class C IP. Okay. So class C IP. So generally, it will total, I can say 254. Yeah, if I calculate 254 IP will be total. So one for the network, two for broadcast. Like last one is a broadcast, one for the network. So we can use that 253 IP. Yeah. So yeah, that need to calculate. Okay. So here I'm going to assign. You can see it. So I have to assign this series IP. So it means I have to take till 253. So what I have to do? I'm going to use 192.168.159.133. okay. Now here you have to assign a net mask. So here you can see we are going to assign the net mask. So net mask means your subnet. I can say 255.255, sorry, 255.0. So this is your subnet. Now I have to assign gateway. So gateway, what you have to assign 192, because we are using 192 switch IP, right? 192.168.159. I told you, right? First one is a network and second one is a broadcast, right? So what we have to use, like 255. Last one is a for the broadcast. First one is for network and last one is for the broadcast. So my gateway is 192.168.159.255. Okay. So let me verify once again that IP I assigned, net mask assigned, and gateway I assigned. Okay. Now let me save this file and exit. Okay, one second. Yes. So now let me reboot this system. So like when you are assigning any IP, like suppose you have a VMware workstation and you build any server and virtual server there, and that you don't know like which IP range you have to assign there, right? So what you have to do, you go to that Ethernet configuration file, and there you put that instance of a static, you put the DHCP, and there one option is on boot. You change the no to yes, and then reboot your server. Once you reboot the server, then what that VM will do, that VM will automatically assign one IP from the DHCP server, and that time that DHCP server will count as your router as a count your DHCP server. Okay. So let me log in here now. You can see now that host name is a change here. It's showing now my server. Let me check. Now you can see IP is also changed. Now let me log in through the putty. So let me check it's working or not. So 192.168.159.133. Yes, I can see it's a I can access through the putty also, and it is I am able to log in also. Yeah, so this way you have to assign the static IP, like from the like particular VM. So in any organization also, like like when you are building a server, like suppose if you working in a Linux admin and you got that task like build the one virtual server. So once you build a virtual server, once you come bringing in that server in a network, then you have to assign some static IP, right? And then you have to change also that host name. So this is the way you can do. So I hope you like this video, and so please subscribe my channel, comment, share it. Thank you. Thanks for watching.